Hello everybody, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. I took a few days off from playing this to let my videos catch up, and now I'm behind. So I wanted to start again. A couple things you may notice right off the bat is I'm level 59. I have been occasionally logging in and doing the leveling roulettes. So I've gotten some levels that way. I also did some fates so that I could get the retainers that I need and be able to trade in gear, but that's pretty much all I've done. Haven't moved on with the story, and I wanted to do that now. Come into my castrum. Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and the others. Gods know we've kept them waiting too long already. Based on what we've learned, I believe it's safe to say they're being held at Castrum Sentry. Let us convene at Revenant's Toll in Mordona. 'Tis a good place as any to prepare, and better than most. The load leading east, then south, will get you there. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of the local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit our mission. Nice. Alright, did east then west? Wait, east then south? East and south? Okay. Come on, Arok, let's go. It's a cool mount. Not as cool as Arok here, though. .360. Revenant's Toll. Looking fancy. We're gonna grab this. Conflicted. Well met, friend. What brings you to Revenant's Toll? Did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held at Castrum Sentry and you want to rescue them? I mean, not to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. The stronghold's been on high alert of late, with armored patrols seen about the perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get in without 100 yalms of the walls undetected. If the Garleans are alerted to our coming, we cannot know what they will do to Minfilia and the others. We must act with the greatest stealth. Aye, it has to be good old-fashioned infiltration. But with security so tight, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in? I have a mind to walk through the front door. Huh? The front door? I will disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. For this, we'll need a few set of Imperial uniforms, a suit of Magitek armor, and impeccable timing. That's a bold strategy, but it might work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing these Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage Eorzeans could think to use their technology. Then it's settled. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I'd recommend you speak with Glauman. The fellow's got a personal grudge against the Empire and happens to know a deal about Castrum Sentry besides. I've no doubt that he'd want to be of aid. Ada and I shall go reconnoiter Garlean activity in the stronghold. It would not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had a chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready, Swipe. Let's do this. Yeah, let's go. Sometimes I wonder, Ida, are there ever times you are not enthused? Nothing if not enthusiastic, and you're beginning to remind me of Papa Limo. Alright, there's Galman. Galman! Looking for Glaumont, are you? Well, you found him, whoever you are. Yeah, you're looking to get inside the Cancerum Sentry and you need my help. Heh, that tells me we're gonna get along just fine. So, you have friends at Castrum Sentry that want for rescue. That Slaff-born knows me too well. Aye, you can count on my help. I've got a score to settle with the Imperials, and I never pass up an opportunity to get back at those Horsens. But enough about me, let's talk strategy. Rescuing folks from captivity. Captivity is right delicate business. A single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to confirm beyond a shadow of a doubt that your friends are where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover they've been moved somewhere else. But how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach the sentry from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left called the Tangled. Get in there, never mind all the morbals, and navigate your way around the southwestern corner. You'll come across a drainage pipe coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back to the command tower. If you listen closely, might be as you can eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once you know for certain your friends are there, we'll move to the next stage of the operation. Now get going. Godspeed. Alright, I think it's this way? Yes. Time to go eavesdrop. Place is cool. Oh, that must be the castrum, huh? The lights. 360, 720. Should we help them? No, they got this. Luckily, we're high enough level to where these things aren't bothering us. Alright, so how do we get in here? We're gonna go through here. Sneak around right here. Looks like we're not the only one doing this. Alright, we'll help this person. Ah, they didn't need our help. Wah! Can we just climb through the drainage pipe? If the faint sound of conversation goes down the pipe. What of the captives? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be a deaf mute for all the information we've got out of her. And the others aren't much better. The Elezen gets on my nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it just spouts gibberish. I do wonder why is the Tribuna so obsessed with this Menphilia woman? They say she possesses some mystical power, something we Garleans don't have. Mystical power, like the kind of the beastmen use? I'm not supposed to bloody know. If you're so curious, why don't you go ask the Tribunas yourself? As well as try to tumble her. I like my head where it is. Thank you very much. Our break is over. Best we get back to our stations. Okay, so they're definitely there. Because he described Menphilia, and they definitely described Orianche. Oh, we can probably just teleport back, right? Come on, Arok. Let's go. 'Tis good to see you again, Swipe. I've given to understand that you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? So Menphilia and the others are indeed at Castrum Sentry. Their presence thus confirmed, we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising an action plan. Pray have the details from him. Good work, Swipe. As Alphino has already told you, we've plotted our course for the rescue. The gist of it is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Glaman is looking into ways to procure a suit of magic armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. And Feely and I are counting on us, Swipe. Let's not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. While Glaman goes on about devising his plan, we need to see some preparation of our own. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they're short in armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to just put together a makeshift communication jamming device. Oh, okay. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon the etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, the hill-sized cluster of corrupted crystals of the west have been observed to amplify the selfsame energy. By making use of this property, we should be able to drown out Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. At this point, I'd be surprised if we didn't run into a few. Look at this prime location. All right, 1 down, 5 to go, or 4 to go. Oh, no plasmoids. Wow. 2 in a row with none of them. Yeah, some more like it. Alright, just one more. I think it's up here. Couldn't see it when I went around. Nice. It's gonna teleport here because we're lazy. I have you the readings? Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Yes, 4 of these crystals should suit our purpose, though I pray that we won't have need of their power. My thanks, Swipe. Alright. Lamon. Clean the wax out of your ears, because there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. The plan is to have you enter Castrum Sentry all decked out in Imperial duds, but a disguise is more than just clothes you're wearing. You gotta act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute. First impressions are everything, as they say. I could teach you the salute myself, of course, but it's best you learn it from the experts, so go get yourself near as you dare to the Castrum Sentry and watch the Imperials doing what they do. I feel like this is an unnecessary risk when you could just teach me, right? 1080. 1, 2, 3. Nailed it. Oh, I also got this. It moves a little bit faster. But I like the chocobo more, but since we're going a fairly decent distance. Oh, hold on guys, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's see. That's not good. See, how is that not going to get reported? Nothing to report, sir. We have received an anonymous warning that insurgent forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend the patrols be increased. Hey, look at that. Alright, we learned the salute. So, did you manage to learn the Imperial salute? No, best you don't demonstrate. I'm liable to fly into a rage and crack skulls. I'll just take your word for it. You're called Swipecore, yes? I've heard of your plight from my friend Glaumont. As a fellow adventurer and son of Eorzea both, I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate Castrum Sentry, you and your comrades must disguise yourselves as Imperial soldiers. The question is how to go about acquiring the uniforms and helms. There are places a man might purchase them, but individuals who deal with such wares are not the sort of whom you could entrust with your secrets. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you need via traditional means from the bodies of their recently deceased owners. The fortified area before Castrum Sentry never lacks for Imperial patrols. It ought not take long to obtain 3 sets of gear, 1 for each member of the infiltration team, Biggs, Wedge, and yourself. When you have what you need, please return here and allow me to inspect the spoils. Do we have to go all the way back? Oh, guys, I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Still walking. You know, they could have just given me all these quests or combined these all into a single quest. Especially since they all 3 of them, one had me go here, and then 2 of them had me go right here. We just need the uniforms now. This is easy at this level, because not only do they die fast, but I'm not getting surrounded by them either. There we go. Now we go all the way back up here. Were you able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment? Yes, I was. Damaged, as I suspected. In their present condition, I fear these uniforms and helves are likely to draw suspicion. They must be repaired, if only superficially. Fortunately, the blacksmith, Eganolf, at the Diamond Forge in Rowena's House of Splendors should be able to hammer them into shape in no time. I've already sent word ahead and have been assured that he is expecting you. Worry not, we have already impressed upon him the need for the utmost secrecy as the nature of your mission. Okay. So you're the adventurer, Sark Malark. Oh my gosh, his name is Sark Malark. Sark Malark sent you, are you? I've been waiting for you. Now, let's see what you've got for me. I see. Yes, I reckon I can hammer these back into shape for you. After all, I owe your friend Sark Malark a favor or two. Took good care of old Eganolf back in the days before I fell in with old Rowena, he did. Did ye know he's a son of one of the wealthiest families of the Sultanate? Wouldn't expect that from someone like that to end up in the life he did, but I suppose he always felt the adventure in his life calling him. But here I go blabbering on when there's work to be done. Just hold your horse birds a moment. Horse birds, never thought of them that way. Just hold your horse birds a moment or two, and the great Eganolf will have your gear looking good as new. Sark Malark is from a rich family, I guess. And there we have it. Won't do you much good in battle, mind you, but from what I hear, that's not your priority anyhow. Do send Sark Malark my regards, will you? Look, I got a bunch of retainers now. They're all on missions though. Have you had the uniforms and helms repaired? Yes. Yes, these will do beautifully. The great Eganolf never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs would fool even a legatus. So he's the rich dude, huh? Thus equipped, you shouldn't have any troubles blending in amongst the Imperial forces. Lest you fear that the Garleans might detect your foreignness, foreigners in fact form a greater part of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea. You see, when the Empire subjugates a new territory, it assimilates the people of that land into its armed forces. In turn, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. In this way, Garlemald nips rebellion in the bud and expands its territory all in one fell stroke. With that, my part in your mission is done. I am full glad to have been of assistance to your cause. Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I know not where you heard such a tale, but believe me when I say that I am but a humble adventurer, one who desires only to act in the best interest of the realm. Aw. Good work getting them Imperial duds. You'll be pleased to hear I ain't been idle myself. It took me long enough, but I finally hatched a plan to get us one of those suits of Magitech armor. Now, from what I've seen, Castrum Sentry only deploys a Reaper for most of its patrols. Trouble is, the patrols themselves are irregular, meaning random routes and random deployments, and hardly any of them come anywhere near Revenant's Toll. So hoping to coax the Imperials out of their shells, I took the liberty of feeding them a bit of old false intelligence, told them insurgents had designs on their stronghold. Ain't far from the truth, now that I come to think of it. Any road, we should start seeing more patrols than we have up till now. What you need to do is approach one of these patrols dressed in your tiniest tin suits and alert them to the enemy's presence. Having done that, you want to lure them as near to Revenant's Toll as you can. Like as not, though, they'll be wary of adventure and far off from their own walls. If they do need a bit of extra encouragement, use this smoke signal here, flitched fresh from the Imperial Scout. They'll come running, and when they see that, and when the cavalry arrives, you hit them hard and make off with their Reaper. Simple as that. If I'm mistaken, the Imperial's sweeping the perimeter right now, so run along. Oh, and don't forget the salute. Right. We gotta... Salute, 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 salute. Here we go. There we go. Wait, that's not the right salute. Imperial salute. There we go. Away from me, frog. One of our covert operatives, are you? Carry on, soldier. Insurgents gathering to the east, you say? Judging by your description, they are well beyond the perimeter, but I will not have it said that I was remiss. You, return to the scene and keep an eye on those insurgents. Should Akko or I use your smoke signal to call us? Well, well, well. I like how I did all that work getting the armor to blend in, and I just walk up to them, not dressed in any of it, and they're like, oh, you must be one of our undercover agents. Like we're going up. Smoke signal. Looks like cinnamon. Alright, battle time. Nola's sleeping back there. Hey Nola. I hope you don't mind my joining. Seeing as we're seizing advanced weaponry, I thought it best to be on hand. Yeah, thank you. Ah, there she is. Dun, dun. This is a place, but where's the enemy? Sir, over there. Send in the Reaper. Let us make an example of these insurgents. Yes. Send in the Reaper. I want it. Wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. Oh, you know why? It's because these are level 50 quests. At last, our very own suit of Magitech armor. Not wishing to look a gift chocobo in the beak. Does seem rather a little worse for wear, doesn't it? Sorry, guys. Biggs, Wedge, what's your honest assessment? Well, there's the fact that she's smoking, of course. But looking past that, I'd say she is structurally sound. I don't like the way these legs are buckled. And to say this, but the servo mechanism may have been damaged. But aren't those things protected by ilm-thick armor plate? They are, yes. It's odd. The casing doesn't seem to have taken a blow. I suspect we're dealing with a faulty part. Well... whatever it is we're dealing with, we're not resting till it's fixed. Not one wink of sleep. You got that, Wedge? Chocobo. I heard that. A hall has been set aside for the revenants toll to use. That's where we'll carry out the repairs. Look for us there, Swipe. Okay, we got it. Can the thing move still? Oh, it's limping. It looks like it's alive. Oh, we don't need to teleport. We're right here. Alright guys, one sec. The Magitech armor? Sid and the others took it inside. Go on and join them. How'd they get it in there? We've not had some time to take a closer look at the Reaper. Our preliminary diagnosis was correct. She's structurally sound, while her servo mechanism is faulty. We needn't worry though. Biggs and Wedge will see her restored to her former glory in no time at all. Give those two something to mend and they will think of naught else but until the job's done. 'Tis a marvelous thing to behold, provided you remind them to visit the privy. What's the privy? The repairs are proceeding apace. It shouldn't be long now before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. There is, however, one small problem. As you recall, the Machina's servo mechanism was discovered to be faulty. Wedge has subsequently ascertained that the Magitech core which drives it is worn beyond use. Such cores are rather fragile devices which must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, this one's used in the Reaper was long overdue. Alas, we do not have access to a ready replacement here in Mordona, but all is not lost. Wedge thinks he may have identified an alternative solution. Go and see him, would you? He'll explain all the details to you. Okay. Alright, Wedge. Alright, Wedge, what's your plan? As I believe the chief has already informed you, the Magic Tech core is worn beyond use. We need to find a replacement. Thought about having you appropriate more Reapers, but even if the dunder-headed maintenance engineers from Casham Century had remembered to replace their cores, we would risk arousing Imperial suspicion. But do not despair, for I believe that there is a solution, a substitute to the Magitech core with a Mammoth Heart. In case you don't know, a Mammoth Heart can be used to grant sentience to an automaton. By my reckoning, such a device should be more than capable of regulating the armor's servo mechanism. We'll just need to make some minor modifications to the housing unit. I've already placed an order with the first-rate Mammoth Heart with the Goldsmiths Guild. All that remains is for someone to go to Ul'dah and collect it. Oh, and to pay for it. I did mention how much they cost. No? Well, they typically cost something in the order of... I hope you don't mind footing the bill. It's for a good cause. Wow, really? Go to Ul'dah. Weaver's Guild, Goldsmith's Guild. Wait. Weavers, Miners, Goldsmiths. Oh, nope, wrong way. Ta-da! Hello there, come to collect a Mammoth Heart, you say? Then you must be here on behalf of the Garland Ironworks. I've taken the liberty of picking the finest example we have, a heart fit for a prince among mammoths. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Alphanod's use, after all. He notified us a short while that his manservant would be coming to collect it. Manservant, huh? Tender in years though he may be, Master Alphanod has been a benefactor of ours since my predecessor's time. The Goldsmiths Guild wouldn't dream of charging him. But here's the Mammoth's Heart. May it serve you well. Oh, and please do pass on my compliments to your master. My master? Oh. That little snobby prick. Oh my gosh. There's a fate here? Are people doing it? Maybe we should do it. Let's do it. Get a motorcycle out. We're gonna do the fate. Oh, there's no one else here. Thought there would be more people doing it. Oh, forget it. We're not gonna do it. Thought we were joining some other players, but they must have just started it and then left. They sent that poor merchant to their death. I want to go in. It hardly needs saying, but try not to be seen. Do you have the mammoth heart? I can't wait to see if it works. I like how he's not even sure. Ah, thank you so much. But this is magnificent. It must have cost an emperor's ransom. Free of charge, courtesy of the Alphanod. Coming to from an influential family certainly has its advantages. But without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right in. There, she's ready. Magitech armor, engage. Or not, haha. She just needs a loving tap, I'd wager. It worked. So if the mammoth's heart grants sentient life to inanimate objects, then this thing is like sentient? Yes, she's alive. Let's take her outside and put her to her paces. Swipe. Would you care to do the honors? Ooh, yeah, do I get to drive it? Hop into the pilot seat. We'll begin as soon as you're ready. First, I'd like to you to try climbing that tangles of crystals yonder. As far up as you can go, if you please. Oh, and if for some reason you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. Okay. And jump. Yep. No anomalous movements, evidence from either leg. Good. Next, jump back down and sprint north, quick as you can. Oh, north. Hope he's not timing me. Leg joints absorbing all the impact without incident. Excellent. Please make your way back. Swipe. Okay. Okay then. I think we got someone else doing this quest. The torso remains stable during vigorous motion. Excellent. And that concludes our test. Thank you for your cooperation. Sweet. Here's a summary of my findings. The drivetrain is in sound condition. With some fine tuning, we can expect a noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanism, I'm afraid it's not nearly as responsive as it should be, and I'm at a loss as to explain why. The mammoth heart is in pristine condition and should be installed correctly. However, its inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously with the armor's other mechanisms. Whereas Magitech cores serve only to conduct impulses, a mammoth's hearts enable automata to process the information collected by their sensors as feelings. Maybe she just doesn't feel like part of the team, in which case we should all do our best to make her feel welcome. Oh, do I have to emote? There you go. Welcome to the team. Take it Wedge's suggestion has given you pause. Well, I don't blame you. The lad does have some rather unorthodox ideas, but orthodoxy did not give us language, tools, clothes, or machina. Short of a better idea, I don't suppose it would hurt to try. Oh, looks like there's gonna be a battle. Oh, excuse me. Daft as it felt, I gave it my best. I've welcomed myself into a bloody standstill. What were you expecting it to do anyways? Bob at a curtsy? We're not gonna battle with it though, are we? We're just using it to get in? No doubt you're wondering why the servo mechanism is so important as to warrant this silliness. Without it, the pilot would be required to control the armor's every movement manually. This would be an onerous task at the best of times and wholly impractical during battle. Using a mammoth heart in place of the worn Magitech core seemed a promising solution. Alas, the device does not seem to be compatible with Garlean technology. Wedge, are there no other ways we might demonstrate our application to our friend here? I'm at my wit's end, Chief. She just doesn't seem convinced. We could try a little dance, perhaps, to cheer our heads off. Imperials, they've come for the armor. Damn it, they have us cornered. There's the Reaper. That's right. Taken by the traitor Garland. And is that the Icon Slayer? Oh, bollocks. Calling for reinforcements. Do it. The hells you will. We've located the stolen Reaper, requesting immediate assistance. Respond. It's no use, sir. They're using some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland. No matter. If we can reclaim it, if we can't reclaim it, destroy it. Oh, we've destroyed one of those before. Bloody hell, Swipe, protect the armor at all costs. No! Don't touch my friend. Oh, okay. That was easy. Chief, look, she moved. Ah, now she deigns to grace us with her presence. Took us a good while, but we're finally ready. It's time to infiltrate Custom Sentry and rescue our comrades. There, the finishing touch. The ironwork symbol. Sid is very amused. The servo mechanism is now fully functional, and all it took was a simple fight to the death. Remind me not to install a mammoth heart aboard the Enterprise, would you? Much as I love her, I would rather not be required to profess it before boarding. But enough of that, let us see to our final preparations. Thanks to Biggs and Wedge, the Reaper is good as new. As we're as prepared as we're like to get. Does that mean Sid awaits confirmation of your readiness? Let's do it! How go your preparations, Swipe? As soon as we'll leave as soon as you're ready. Blauman, you came. Aye. Thought I'd give you a roaring send-off. 'Tis the least I can do for the fine men and women that we're about to make my life. 'Tis the least I can do for the fine men and women what are about to make my lifelong wish come true. Well, we'll do our best. It occurs to me, for all the help you've afforded us, we know little or less about you. What did the Empire do to earn your ire? But I fear I've put curiosity before consideration. I quite understand if you'd rather not relive those memories. No, I don't mind really. Truth be told, part of me was itching to tell you my tale. Mind you, 'tis hardly novel. I ain't the first to suffer at Imperial hands. Like most folk, I used to have a mother. She was a sweet, caring woman, with a smile never far from her face. There was a sister, too. Pretty little thing, she was, gentle as a lamb, but tough as nails. We were poor folks living simple lives, but we knew happiness just the same. And then the Imperials came and took it all away. When Alamigo fell, they put my family in a camp. Being a lad, I was made to do hard labor, while my mother and sister were forced to do far worse. They hid their suffering from me the best they could, but I knew, and the thought of it drove me mad. We had to escape, and so I hatched a plan to get us out of the city. We were picking our way around a gorge not far from the walls when they caught up with us. And rather than allow themselves to be taken again, my mother and sister leaped over the edge before my very eyes. Heartbroken as I was, I didn't put up a fight when the Imperials clapped me in chains and dragged me back. 'Twas some years after that I escaped again, and that time I got away. I swore then that I'd get revenge on the Empire and become an adventurer so as to hone my skills and earn the coin I needed. But nigh on 2 decades since have gone by, and what have I achieved? Bugger all, that's what. Not like you lot, you've been here 10 minutes and you've already done more than I managed to in 10 bloody years. You give us too much credit, Glaumont. We seek only to rescue our friends. Well, what's more important than that? And any road, you've got your friends back and you're planning to go after the Empire, so don't pretend you ain't. I helped a few folks take on the Imperials over the years, and every time I have, it's helped stave off my appetite for revenge. But something tells me I won't be going hungry for a while, but with everything you've got planned. And you're sure that will satisfy you? If you wish to strike back at the Empire with your own hands, you only need to say the word. We would glad to have you with us. Tempting though your offer is, I'm afeard I must decline. I swore to get revenge on the Empire, 'tis true, but I've long since realized that the front lines are no place for a man like me. Aye, there is some that would call me craven, but I prefer to think of myself as a realist. My talents lie in scheming, you see, not swordplay. Helping folk like you is all I can do, is how I can make the most difference. That's quite enough storytelling for one day. Best not keep your friends waiting any longer. I'll be praying for your safety and success. May Rogger give you strength. He's smart. Wherever the Empire goes, misery invariably follows in its wake. For the sake of all who call Eorzea home, we must put an end to Gaius' ambitions. But first, we have our friends to rescue. Biggs, Wedge, and I will lie in wait east of the Castrum Sentry, just outside the Stronghold's patrol perimeter. Join us when you're ready. Oh, and don't forget to wear your disguise, or this will be the shortest rescue mission in history. Oh, I finally got to use my disguise. There we go. Not much of one, but... Alright, hopefully this is the last time we have to run back here. Forgive me for saying so, but you cut quite a dashing figure in Imperial Black and Crimson. Ah, but now is not the time for jests. Those uniforms are so lame looking. Let's review the infiltration plan. Castrum Sentry lies just beyond. A short while ago, the Imperial Patrol left to do its round. Alphinaud and I will create a diversion out here to, and keep them occupied for as long as we're able. Meanwhile, the three of you will enter the stronghold, posing as a patrol returning from duty. Should Alphinaud and I prove less distracting than hoped, I will contact you via Link Pearl. Be ready to beat a hasty retreat. Got it. I got Biggs and Wedge don't have to wear their helmets. Seems dangerous. Wedge will lead the way to the in the Reaper. Stay close to him. And I hardly need to tell you this, but don't do anything suspicious. Oh, unless you wonder, Ida and Ashtola left shortly before you arrived. We had planned that they should linger in the vicinity to cover our retreat in the event that Alphinaud and I attracted too much attention, but the approach of the Imperial vehicle forced us to improvise. Don't be too disappointed. They did at least leave a message for you, something along the lines of "Don't do anything reckless if memory serves." Wise words. Alright, the Imperial Patrol should be returning any moment now. You'd best be off. Good luck, Swipe. May the 12 keep you. Oh, what's the rainbow? Oh!
You have spirit. That I will allow. Yet you struggle to the benefit of none, least of all yourself. This echo of yours intrigues us. We desire only to understand it, and for that we need your help. You wish to be rid of the icons, do you not? You would have saved yourself a great deal of torment had you accepted our aid from the beginning.
Oh, she said that with her teeth clenched. Yeah, at least she got both cheeks. Ooh.
Tell me everything, and I shall end it quickly. Refuse, and though you beg for death, you shall not have it. Which will it be? As you wish, my dear Minfilia. Unpleasant though it will be for all concerned, you leave us no choice but to employ more rigorous methods of study. Be so kind as to deliver the prisoners to Castrum Meridianum.
They're moving them?
milady.
Oh no, they're moving them. Oh, behind enemy lines. Imperial salute. Ah, my apologies, I didn't notice you there. So engrossed was I in my task. You'd be engrossed too had the Tribunus commanded you to arrange for the prisoners to be transported. What prisoners do I speak of? You mean you haven't heard? Only the infinite science of the Seventh Dawn, captured by the Tribunus herself. If you don't believe me, have a look at the storage tower when you next pass that way. Storage tower. That's a fine salute. Part of the maintenance crew from the Ossidans, are you? Welcome to Castrum Sentry, Engineer. What? Prisoners? Ah, you've heard the rumors then. Yes, they're being held in the storage tower, but I strongly suggest you pay them no mind. We were summoned here to work, not gawp at Eorzea's defeated hoes. Or, sorry, heroes. Now, show a bit of enthusiasm, and I'll have you reported. Okay. Greetings, comrade. Forgive me for asking, but you haven't visited the storage tower recently, have you? I only asked because I dropped something in there and, oh, who am I fooling? I've fallen for one of the prisoners, alright? I dare say you know the one I mean. The svelte blonde? Goodness, no. The Lalafellin lass I'm smitten with. She's so adorable it hurts. I want to sweep her up in my arms and squeeze her till my arms ache. What do you reckon it would take to convince the Centron to lend me the key so I can see her? Aww. He likes Tataru. Wait. How old is he? This just got weird. Oops. What's this? You need access to the storage tower. What business have you there? At the Tribunus's behest, you say? This is highly irregular, but it would not do to make my lady wroth. Take my identification key, see that it is returned when your errand is concluded. Wow, that was way too easy. Security's tight, just as we expected. We're gonna need a special key if we want to get past this bulkhead. But look what I got. Alright. Look like good thing everyone's backs are turned. Except for that one guy. Battle! No! Sam, Minfilia and the rest, thank goodness they're safe. Oh, Tatar is hiding behind her. I'm the one you want. Leave the others be. If you harm my friends, I swear I shall take my own life, and and you shall answer to your mistress. Aww. Tataru, we must do something. We risk letting the entire castrum know we're here. You're right. We may not get a better chance. This is a third squadron. What is it? A Reaper seized when? And it came to light only now? The culprits will have left a trail. Take as many men as you need to scour the area. I want that Reaper found. Now's our chance. Yeah, because they're going to be... What the? Strike my last. Eliminate the intruders. Ooh, Sprite. Come on. There we go. Got him. Swipe, I was so scared. Aww. It was foolish of you to come here. You might have been killed. But thank you. I shudder to think what might have happened if you had not arrived when you did. Now guys, let's get out of here though. I say, did you not see Thancred anywhere? I'm beginning to fear for the fellow. Oh yeah. To linger here shall yield us no answer. Let us away ere our window to our liberty closes shut. What did you say? Escaped? Then recapture them. Fail and I shall have your head. Alright guys, one sec. And what have we here? It's a Stola. The Tribunus herself, just as you said. You have you have the eye of an Ahriman, Ida. Well, she is kind of hard to miss in that snowy armor of hers. Accursed silence. How did you slip our defenses? With unexpected ease, if truth be told. There chanced to be a commotion outside the castrum's walls, which allowed us to avail ourselves of the comforts of your vehicle. Ishtal is being polite. That was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever stowed away in. No wonder it's called the Phantom Train. No passenger would be seen dead on it. So you scuttled in the midst of the freight, like the vermin you are. I shall be sure to have words with our rat catcher. Such negligence is unforgivable. That is far from your most pressing concern. First, you must answer to your own wrongdoing. 'Twas you who led the raid on the Waking Sands. You who butchered unarmed men and women for a crime of being unworthy of capture. You killed our friends. We'll never forgive you. Yeah, get 'em. Nor shall we suffer you to plague Eorzea a day longer. We take you to your guard. You take it. No! More intruders. Protect the tribunus. Confound it. Ida with me. Ooh. After them. You guys should have done more punching and less talking. Where is His Excellency? In the hangar, my lady, in discussion with our guest. Alert him at once. Yes, my lady. No, 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 no! There they are. Fan out and surround them. Oh, they found us. No, Tataru, it's gonna be okay. Must protect Tataru. Biggs, I'm going in. See everyone to safety. No, Wedge, don't do it. Wedge, no, buddy. Why? Oh no, Swipe, hold them off. I'll look after Minfili and Tataru. Alright. Whew. Are you invulnerable? Says, wherever they're generating its shield, it must be near. Find it. Okay. Where's the shield generator? Where is it? Oh, there it is. There we go. Oh. Oh man, more generators. I don't know why the frame rate is so bad right now. Aha! Oh, is it just the one generator for both of them? Nope. Aha! We did it! I think. Finally. Ooh, a red shirt guy. He'll die first.
Take the leader, kill the rest. What the?
The Ashtola! Pray, forgive us our delay.
His voice acting. Nice.
Papolimo, Minfilia, Ida!
What took you so long?
Ha!
Well, it's nice to see you too. The reunion must wait. Right. First things first.
Yes, let's get back to being heavily outnumbered.
It's Wedge! Oh no, they captured the thing.
You ditched your Magitech armor. Fool of a Lalafell!
I didn't realize they were Scottish?
Well, excuse me. She's all yours if you think you can do any better.
Oh yeah, because it's alive and it loves us.
But there's no one in there.
This is Sid. Can you hear me? I need you to count to 5, then jump. Understood?
One, 2,
3,
4.
5. How do we avoid jumping on the balloon, I wonder? No! Our friend.
I know not which is more pitiful, the charlatans who rule Eorzea, or the masses that clamor for their implausible panaceas. I see that which they cannot. This realm founders for want of a ruler with true power. The power to cast down icons. If you continue to deny this truth, it is the people who will suffer. Embrace reason.
Who's he talking to? What was that? Oh,
What
I
in
know
the
that.
7 hells? Oh no. It's here.
12 preserve us. They finished it. Ultima weapon.
oh,
So it has a name.
It is a relic of ancient Alag, excavated from its resting place deep beneath Alamigo. The Alagons used it to crush primal and foe alike, and now the Garleans mean to do the same.
Damn you, Gaius.
damn you!
Look! There, beside the Black Wolf. An Ascian. An overlord, no less. His garb attests to that.
La Habrea. It could only be him.
What Oh, we found Thancred.
Thancred! He was La Habrea? No. No, this cannot be!
We have to go now! Hang on!
Thancred! No!
You know, if he hadn't face revealed like that, he could have infiltrated
All that
us
time,
again.
The enemy was beside me, and I never even suspected. And
Oh,
small wonder the enemy knew our every move, and where to find us. Ugh, confound it all! No. No, this is not the time for self-doubt. The Alliance leaders staked their hopes on the Scions, but now they believe us all dead or missing. When they learn of the Empire's new weapon, we cannot be certain what they will do. We must go and offer them what assurances we can that defeat is not inevitable.
Kryl, this is Minfilia.
The situation
I
may
am
have
in
taken
some
an
haste,
ill
so
turn,
forgive me if I seem brusque. The item I requested.
but the battle is far from over. And so long as we stand together,
I'm sorry to press,
there shall
but we
ever
need
be hope of
urgently.
victory.
How soon can it be delivered?
Ophelia.
I am in your debt, my friend.
The people of Eorzea falter for want of such hope. Let us provide it. Let us bear to them the tidings that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are returned. Matters are coming to a head. I hope we can count on you.
That's right.
My regards to grandfather.
Grandfather. Who's grandfather?
I am ready. Let us pay a visit to the Council of the Alliance leadership.
Now let's take the Black Wolf and his new toy. Rally all available forces. I want them ready to move upon my word. And relay to Slafierson the order to sail. That is all. The maelstrom stands ready. What of the flames? Ready as we're like to be. I need only to give the word to Royal? Has there been no word from Ishgard? No, the dragons have got their tongues. Silence to the last. I was unwise to hope for better. Now, what would stir the Archbishop to open his holy mouth if not this? And he claims the fury for his god. 'Tis bad comedy. The Holy See has made its choice. We will proceed without its cooperation. What are they going to be doing? Are they going to surrender? I believe we are all acquainted with the terms of the Black Wolf's ultimatum. We must agree upon a course of action, not less than the fate of Eorzea hangs in the decision of this council. Bon Balsar claims to wield the power to smite primals. Should we wield him, he pledges to rid the realm of its false gods, yet offer resistance, and he swears that we shall share the primal's fate. Pardon my bluntness, but I like not these choices. This is too great a decision for any one of our nations to make alone. Choose we surrender or resistance, we must answer as one. For if but one surrenders, the rest shall surely fall. Let us pray for the wisdom to do right by all our peoples. Heavy stuff. Thacker's plight troubles us all, yet we cannot allow anything to come between us and our goal. So long as the ultimate weapon exists, Eorzea will never know peace. Let us go to the Alliance leaders, Swipe, and help them make the right decision. Let's see. Grim tidings, Swipe. It seems the word of the Ultimate's weapon's existence has already reached the Alliance leaders in the form of an ultimatum. They have gathered in the fragrant chamber, are deliberating their answer even as we speak. Beleaguered as they are, I fear they may well elect to lay down their arms in the belief that surrender will spare their people untold suffering. Yet nothing could be further from the truth. That which Black Wolf offers will doom Eorzea, not deliver it, and the leaders must be made aware of this. Let us hurry then, Swipe, and ensure that they do not act in ignorance of the consequences. I mean, I don't know. What would be the worst thing if they laid down their arms? What would be the worst thing that would happen if the Empire took over? Because they seem to have a way to get rid of the primals a lot easier. And I don't know if they're actually interested in like ruling over Eorzea, but I'm not sure. Maybe that is their plan. I guess actually Alamigo probably, and then and then they like make all the citizens fight in the army. Hey Bart, the Council of the Alliance Leaders is presently in progress in the Fragrant Chamber. I must ask that you step away from the door, sir. I'm sorry, you're here on the behalf of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. 1,000 pardons, my lord. Of course you may enter.
We keep treading the same ground.
Van Belsar's demands are clear.
Alas, our minds are not.
I've never been one to shy from a fight, but if this weapon of theirs can do all they claim...
It has been 5 years since the calamity, and our people have scarce begun to rebuild their lives. Can we now, in good conscience, call upon them to risk what little they have left? I would spare them the pain of further conflict. Conflict, I say, though that would imply forces set in opposition. If the combined might of 3 primals could not stay Garlemald's new terror, what meaningful resistance can we offer? We who struggle to quell the foes who rise up within our own borders.
Long have we fought the primals, but to what end? We strike them down at no small cost, only for them to rise again and again. Are we to play this profitless game for the rest of days? I, for one, grow tired of it. Mistake me not. I do not propose to trade one tyranny for another. I love liberty. But conciliation need not mean oppression.
By the 12, though neither of you cried surrender, your every word betokened it. Not that I deny there is truth in what you say. Nor can I rightly claim that Ul'dah is ready to fight. Refugees flood our gates, and beastmen swarm our land, while the great and the good do nothing. My flames struggle to bear the burden. I put on a grand show at the Remembrance Service, made all manner of lofty promises. I've made good on not a bloody one.
Do not blame yourself, Rauban. You said only that which the people needed to hear. All present have done the same. Our citizens had become lost to hope. If our words serve to kindle it in them anew, better we speak than remain silent. Our enemy condemns us for failing our people. Yet what does he care for their well-being? While we labored to rebuild their lives, the Black Wolf built instruments of murder with which to end them.
That's a good point, Nanamo.
Her Majesty speaks true. For all our failings, the people's well-being has ever been our foremost priority. While none among us ever doubted that the Empire would one day resume its war, we scarcely had means enough to solve the problems of the present.
Aye, which is why we look to others to safeguard our future. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Alas, they are gone, and the Black Wolf is at our door.
Or are we?
Admiral! I fear you are mistaken.
Alphinaud, Minfilia, and seven hells! Master Garland?
And you, dear friend.
That's right, you're mailman.
By Ralga, you're alive. All of you.
I should have changed out of this gear.
As we approached, I would swear I heard talk of surrender, but I know that cannot be. It is not the Eorzean way.
Hear me, my friends. Accepting the Garleans' offer to vanquish the Primals would be folly. Folly, I say. For might is not the answer to the primal threat. Indeed, the more the Empire exerts its strength, the worse matters will become. Primals enter this world when mortals call upon them, and mortals are wont to appeal to a higher power when they are desperate. Nothing is more certain to breed desperation in the beast tribes than the Garleans' proposed solution.
The true answer lies in a lasting peace. But the Garleans only know war and conquest. Should Eorzea fall into their hands, there will be such suffering as none can imagine.
We are not blind to the many challenges that each of your nations face. Yet you must not give in.
Aye. Remember 5 years ago when you wagered all for the sake of the realm? Remember what you fought for, what you were willing to die for. Let the memories rekindle the fire in your heart, for Eorzea has need of it again.
Come what may, we Scions will never give up the fight. And so I bid you stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm.
That's right.
A great man once said that a shrewd merchant grasps not for the quick profit, but invests in the future. Wise words, eh, Rauban?
Sid,
Your words stir and shame me in equal measure. How could I contemplate surrender? I know full well that all we have, we owe to the sacrifices of those who went before us. Yet the seeming hopelessness of our plight robbed me of my insight. We Gridanians have no love for war, yet we have still less for those who would threaten our homeland. Ever have we fought to protect those things we hold dear, and this shall never change.
Her necklace looks like a an upside down unicorn face. Distracting me.
Gridania will go to war. We will fight the Empire for the sake of the realm and all who abide here.
Nanamo's face. Oh, they're all having a jolly laugh.
At long last, I hear words worthy of a founder of the Alliance. Raubon, are we to be outdone?
I lost one homeland. The thought of losing another had blunted my resolve. But no man knows better than I that if you want aught, you'd best be ready to die for it. With great danger comes the chance for great glory and great profit. We Uldans who have turned sand into gold know this well. How many times have we fallen into the pit of despair, only to have you pluck us out? I've fair lost count.
You're welcome.
Reckless, the lot of you, like bloody pirates. Well, I won't waste my breath trying to talk you round, on account of being a pirate myself. And the pirate who shrinks from a challenge is no pirate at all. Those who would pick a quarrel with us must choose. Back down, or go down with all hands. Let the Garleans come. The united strength of Limsa Lominsa will be waiting for them.
If our realm is to be free of this pall of darkness, let it be by our own hands.
For Eorzea!
We must needs consider how the weapon may be brought to bear against us.
The Maelstrom will secure strategic points along the coastline.
In the meantime, the flames will deploy at...
Be at ease, my friends. You have banished our doubts.
Good,
Pray
good.
leave the military matters to us, and retire to the waking sands. We will send word anon.
The Waking Sands. You're sending us back here? That's messed up. It's not like we don't have bad memories here, right? Or that our enemies know exactly where it is.
I cannot well express my relief to think that the Alliance came so close to surrender.
Right?
But the fire in their hearts has been rekindled, and they will fight to the last.
This warmth inside. Did you feel it too, Grandfather? I would know something. Was that your power at work earlier?
What power?
Nothing of the sort. The leaders of Eorzea had lost their way. I merely helped them to find it again. Oh, hello. Yes, our party returned just a moment ago. How close are you? It's all right, Sid.
We must needs plan our next move. Pray continue liaising with your respective nations. Sid, would you be our man in Ul'dah?
I'll be whatever and wherever you need me to be.
It's a good man.
We haven't a moment to waste. All right, let's do this.
Thancred's fate weighs heavy on my mind. I cannot bear to think of him in thrall to an Ascian. Mayhap you know this already, but the Ascians are immortal beings without physical form. Since time immemorial, they have fanned the flames of chaos from the shadows. That they might work unseen, the Ascians entrap and possess mortal men by means of malign artifacts known as crystals of darkness. One such crystal may yet be the key to saving Thancred.
This is a crystal of darkness.
A mere replica, created using data obtained from anomalous crystals found across Eorzea.
It comes to us courtesy of the students of Baldessian, our distant allies. Even for an Archon, Thancred's talents are exceptional. We all had complete confidence in him. It was for this reason that none among us foresaw the danger in sending him to investigate the Ascians alone.
Thancred had been striving to fill the void left by Louisoix. Yet, it was plain that he was overtaxing himself.
Yeah, he would volunteer for everything and work till he was dizzy.
And the toll taken by his exertions made him vulnerable to Ascian influence.
The crystal that binds Thancred must be somewhere on his person. If we could but destroy it, his Ascian possessor would be compelled to relinquish control over him. You have proven the stoutest of allies, standing with us through thick and thin. Yet the most perilous struggle is still to come. For the sake of the realm, and Thancred, I ask that you lend us your strength once more. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. As I am sure you are aware, the realm was saved from certain doom 5 years ago by heroes known as the Warriors of Light.
Yep.
What you may not be aware of is that your many feats in service to the Scions have prompted folk to make certain comparisons.
Oh.
I must confess, you do remind me of them.
As I'm dressed up in the enemy armor.
Yet remember this, however glorious the past, it is the hero's lot to be judged on the deeds of the present. A new darkness threatens the realm, and the people cry out for a savior. I believe that you are he, a warrior of light, here in the present, guided by the crystal's will. Come, my friends, let us fight to safeguard the future of our beloved Eorzea.
More Vesper Bay tickets. Nice. All right, guys, I'm going to end it here. Seems like a good place. We got a lot accomplished. We completed a rescue mission. And it looks like we're making some plans for some kind of assault or something. But thank you guys for joining. I had a lot of fun, and I'll hope to see you guys in the next episode. Bye.